Hello and welcome back. In this short video, all we're going to do is make sure that we have our environment set up and that it works fine. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is create a directory on your computer somewhere where you're going to save all your files. Now what I have done is I've created a directory on the D drive called programming, and underneath programming I have Python, and underneath Python I have learning. I've also got the directory games. I like to create games, but anyway, you need a directory something like this. Okay, you can just call it Python if you want. Okay, you don't need programming, Python, learning. Whatever you want to do is fine. Okay, again, I don't suggest you put it on a C drive. Again, it's up to you, but you need a place where all you have is your Python stuff. Okay, alright, next we want to make sure we have our Notepad++ running. Okay, and let's go ahead and create a new file. Okay, good. Now the next thing we want to do is open up Python 3.5, and you can run this one or this one. Both will work to fine. I'm going to use idle. Okay, we'll talk about this one later, but right now let's use this idle. Don't worry about what it does or how it works. Okay, but for right now we're just going to create a simple program to make sure that our environment set up correctly. Okay, so I'm going to just type in print hello world. Okay, notice as soon as I put in that first quote mark, it put in that second quote mark. Okay, again, one of the features of Notepad++, as well as all of the other IDEs. Okay, alright, now I'm going to save this. Save as. I don't want any Notepad++. D, go down to programming, Python, learning, and let's call it test. Now we're going to call it .py. Now why is that? As you probably know, the extension, usually 3 letters or 2 or more or less, actually it can be any variety of letters, tells it what type of program it is. Okay, for example, a .c is a C programming class, program file. .txt is a normal text file. .doc is a Word document. Now granted, this is a normal text file, but we use the .py because it helps the computer realize that this is a Python file. Okay, so let's go ahead and call it test.py. Save it. Now let's bring in our idle. All we do here is go file, open, and again we go to D and programming, Python, learning, and test. Okay, there's our file. Okay, now we could type stuff in here. I don't like to because I use my Notepad++, but I will warn you, don't mix. Don't do some of it in Notepad++ and some of it here, especially when you get to indentations. You'll see that later on in the course. Okay, now all you do is hit this run. First thing you should do for all your programs is click the check module. This will make sure there's no errors. So you click that, nothing pops up, so it's fine. Now we click the run. Now when I say it's fine, that does not mean it's going to work correctly. That just means your syntax is correct. Syntax is like your grammar. Okay, alright, now let's run the module, and here we have our hello world. So it did exactly what I told it to do. So we have our environment set up. So we are ready to rock and roll. We're ready to learn some Python. Okay, so again, don't worry about this print. I'll teach you about that in our next video. Alright, so that's all there is for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.